Hey guys, my name is Eric DLC, and this is going to be a beginner's tutorial for speedrunning Shovel Knight Plague of Shadows. This is going to be a very simple tutorial, just covering the basics. The idea is to get you definitely the hurry up achievement, and also for anyone who wants to get a time of under an hour. Before I begin, I'm going to cover some really basic stuff about its movement. If you want to learn more about its movement, there's a really good tutorial by Pika Pete. I'm going to link that in the description. Uh, the main thing you need to know is what's called bomb burst buffering. When you burst, normally most casual players would like throw another bomb and then go to burst. But if you start holding the bomb button immediately after bursting, you can actually continue going at the same speed without ever throwing a bomb. It's super useful, and there's more about his movement in that guide. I highly recommend watching that before this if you are not really good at his movement. So, most of the game, for speedrunning's sake, you're going to skip a lot of time by mashing through the text and cutscenes, just by pressing start a lot. Just do that whenever a cutscene or a text pops up and you'll get right through it. And then the rest is mainly streamlining your bursts. So like, just going through the game. Jump, burst, jump, jump, burst. That's going to be the main way you move. It's going to cover the most ground in like 2 jumps. As you can see, when you double jump after a burst, you basically carry the momentum, so you're going to cover a lot of distance. So, no, not that. Let's start the game, show you how I do it. Mash start. Keep mashing start through this dialogue. Now you can hold charge. You can charge a burst anytime Plague is going to be on screen, even during loading times and screen transitions. So, like I said, you're just streamlining your bursts. The patterns aren't going to be super important when you begin, but as you keep playing, it's going to become more and more, like, it's going to make more and more sense. When you get to ladders, as you can see, the ladder climb is super slow, so you want to jump and burst up ladders instead of timing them. That's going to give you the maximum distance with the most speed. Walls like this, just do that. Jump, burst, like that. Ideally, you won't be hitting that veto, like that. I'm not going to explain everything I'm doing, but hopefully you can follow along. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me either on here, or you can join the Spade Brigade Discord, which is the Shovel Knight speedrunning Discord, and we will be happy to answer any questions you have. In this screen, you're going to do a backwards damage boost off of this dragon, just to get by him. On this screen, most speedrunners will burst over the skeleton, but if you're not comfortable with that, there's absolutely no problem chucking bombs to get rid of them. I'm not going to be going over super advanced stuff, unless it is super easy and saves a bunch of time. Stuff like this. If you want to bonk on that ceiling, it puts you at a pretty good angle to get right into this wall. Burst, destroy that block. Sometimes that slime RNG is really bad, and there's nothing you can do. Sometimes they just want you. Another big useful thing about bursting is it gives you about a half second of invisibility. So if you're touching an enemy when you burst, you just go right through it. Going up Dirt Mountain right here, you want to get to about here, and toss bombs right there. That's going to be the fastest way through. Going along the bottom route is super slow, so you definitely want to get up there and build a hole. Burst, jump, burst. You see how easy and fast that is? Get up here, burst, jump, burst. Whether you want to go over and under those dragons, it doesn't really matter. And now right here, we're going to do what's called the plane zip, which is going to be really the only major glitch we do in this speedrun. So the way it works is when you get into the screen, there's a screen transition up at the top that you're not supposed to be able to get to. And we're going to get to it. You're going to go up to here where it says boss. You're going to burst into the next screen, burst back to the left, and then, well, if you don't burst back in time, that happens. You can burst while in that transition and you'll burst into the screen. I have another video of it that shows it in detail, so definitely check that out. Even for beginning speedrunners, I highly recommend doing the plane zip because it saves 10 seconds and you skip 2 rooms. If you're not comfortable with your health situation going into the Black Knight fight, there's a chicken and tonic right here. Skip the text. Going into Black Knight, you're going to want to track him in the corner. There's a reason set up. Burst here. And then just throw bombs in rhythm. And you got it. And that is the first stage in the Play of Shadows Any Percent speedrun. I'm going to show you how to do the village, and then we're going to wrap it up and I'll continue in the next video. Just go right into the village, and when you select the village, start holding attack to get your burst charging. And that way, as soon as you cancel this text, you can immediately burst into the next screen. Coming up here, these barrels take 5 hits. Go in here. You can burst through here, but the water brings you pretty fast, so if you're not comfortable with it, then you can just walk. And this is a good place to practice bursting in small hallways. When there's a ceiling, you can see you kind of bonk your head and you don't go very far. But if you double jump as soon as you bonk the ceiling, then you actually go a pretty decent way. That's going to be super useful, especially in Pridemore Keep. So you're definitely going to want to practice that. Coming up here, you're going to meet Mona. Just mash through the text. I'm mashing now, but you don't actually have to mash until the text boxes start. Get out of the menu, burst away, and you're done with the village. Next up, we're going to be going to Pridemore Keep, and we'll do that in the next video. Thanks for watching.